Today in London St Pancras, the passengers saw a very peculiar train. This is the Orient Express, which came here to London just for one day because of the premiere of Kenneth Branagh's new movie. 12 suspects, one dead body in 24 hours is all that's needed to the greatest detective Hercule Poirot to solve this murder mystery. Here is what the director Kenneth Branagh and his fabulous cast told us about making the movie.
Kenneth, obviously your version of Hercule Poirot says, I've got the moustache, it's big, it's great, it's very different to David Suchet's. Was that the point you were making?
Matthew Pritchard, Agatha Christie's grandson, the first question he asked was about the moustache. So I know that it meant something to the Christie family. I'd heard that Agatha Christie had been had the thought that maybe Albert Finney's moustache in the 1974 film was too small.
Oh, right.
And so
you got the memo.
We felt that we could probably afford more facial furniture. So Poirot could, as he does, and he knows this is the case, he uses the moustache as a mask. He hides behind it, he observes from it, and people dismiss him because of it. It gets a big reaction. It's a reaction that means, as Daisy Ridley's character says in the novel of him, she said he was a perfectly ridiculous little man with that silly moustache. He was the sort of man one could never take seriously. So,
you know, Angelina Jolie was supposed to play the character before you.
She wasn't meant to play my character.
No?
No.
Because I thought there was going to be the next Hollywood feud, like Joan Crawford and Bette Davis, Daisy Ridley and Angelina Jolie.
Angelina Jolie and I are vastly different.
Well, she was going to
Who would she play?
Yeah. And also, I don't...
Maybe your character, Leslie.
Yeah. Sean Connery, Leslie, Angelina Jolie.
Angelina.
The next
Thank God she
great
turned it down.
feud.
Leslie Odom and Angelina Jolie going at it.
Also, can you imagine if there was now a headline of feud about us feuding with Angelina Jolie? No, unfortunately, there's no feud here.
The train is still on the run, and the passengers can try the famous Agatha Christie cocktail, which contains 12 ingredients by the number of suspects in the story.
Well, I think that there have been some slight changes in the characters, and Ken has made it a more diverse cast of characters,
That's
which
true.
I think was really smart and makes it a lot more interesting. And, you know, I think that when I read the script, it just feels like, and I don't exactly know how they did it, they retained a sort of a sense of the period, but it also feels like the way the characters interact and the way they speak feels more contemporary. So,
There's quite a noticeable moustache as well this time, right?
the moustache is brilliant, yeah.
A character in itself.
Because it's such a famous character now, it's been done so many times now, that the way to sort of modernize it is to almost self-reference it. So the build-up to Ken's reveal, moustache, this is our Poirot, is quite a modern thing. Maybe they wouldn't really have done that, I don't think, in the classics, because they have nothing to compete against. Whereas, I mean, you use Bond as a good example, you know, it's sort of who's our Bond, what's he like? And Daniel Craig, when he did it, I think I read, he said, I want you to make me look like I can hurt people, because that's never been done before, you know, and so I suppose that.
Sergei, was there a real casting for this role, or did Kenneth Branagh know you and just cast you without
It was audition, and it was one of the first audition I had to ever go to, actually, and it's hard because from dance world you kind of do a step down and you are nobody, you know, in the movie world I was nobody. So to go to the audition I almost didn't, because your ego protects you,
you know,
so
you had to, like, okay.
And you make every excuse possible, you know, not to go. It's a big hard step, and till probably 7 a.m. I didn't want to go.
And you just like, okay, fine.
Found our strengths, and I was like, don't think about anything, just go.
Hercule Poirot has got a sweetheart called Katerina. Is she Russian? Who is she?
in the books, he fell for a Russian countess who was called Vera Roscoff. He said of her, she had one blue eye, she had one green eye.
Ooh,
I could not
serious.
look at her, I could not look away.
All right.
So now Katerina, so is she a second cousin of Countess Roscoff? Will she appear in another film? Will there be another film? It's up to you. If you want to know whether there is a secret Russian sweetheart for Poirot, you have to support this film in such numbers.
We
the 20th century Fox
we
come.
definitely will. You watch us.
Leave thumbs up, comment below the video, and subscribe to our channel. I will see you very soon. Bye bye, take care.